Hello, in this video I'll show you how to match skin tones in Photoshop by using a single click of the solid color adjustment layer. So we just want to understand how we can fix these skin tone inconsistencies and get uniform and matching skin tones using the solid color adjustment layer. So for this very video, simply like the video, don't forget to subscribe by the way. So for this, we just want to sample a very good color in the skin tone. So this is going to be very important for this kind of demonstration. So in order to do this, we're just going to come to adjustments like I've mentioned. So just come to adjustments and look for solid color right here. So just come to solid color and it's going to open up or bring any color that is going to be affecting your photo. Don't mind, your color may look a little bit different from what I have in this case. So after clicking on solid color, just come and click on OK. So like I said, you shouldn't mind about the color that is affecting your photo. So you may be having a different color from what I have in this very case. So what you have to do, you are going to come right here and click on this eye icon to turn off the solid color adjustment layer. After turning it off, all you have to do is simply double click right here on this color option. So double click on it to open up the color picker of the solid window. So this window is going to be appearing in your Photoshop. After that has been shown in your Photoshop, all you have to do is coming right here and making sure that the sample size is set to 5x5 average, because we just want to sample a color accurately on the skin tone that we want or prefer. That is why we have set the eyedropper sample size to 5x5 average. Then make sure sample all layers is checked, because we want to sample information from both the background layer and also using it as a solid color to target a given color. Then you can even make sure this show sampling ring is also checked. So after doing that, you're just going to look for a very good area in the skin. So oftentimes when they're trying to do or to apply makeup on our clients or subjects or models, sometimes why you can apply this is to try to have the face look like the rest of the body and to try to blend the makeup to be part of the body and have that kind of uniformity in the skin tone. So we shall come right here and we sample a color of our choice. So I'm just going to sample right there. And by the way, don't worry about the color that you sample, because you can always come and you change that color to a different one. So just come right here and click on OK. Once you're done doing that, you're going to come back to this eye icon of this layer and turn it back on. And this color is going to be affecting the overall image. Then ensure you come to this blend mode right here where you see normal. Click on it and scroll all the way down to where you see color. So as soon as you turn on the color blend mode, it is going to be affecting the overall image. So we just want to limit the color to the skin tone. So we are going to be using a technique known as masking when it comes to Photoshop. So just come to this white layer mask. Remember, in Photoshop, white is going to reveal and black is going to hide. So the effect is displaying over this very image because it is displaying over or on a white layer mask. So what are we going to do? We want to hide this from affecting the overall image. So just come to this white layer mask and press Ctrl I on the keyboard, or you can use Command I on the keyboard to invert this effect. So press Command I. For Windows, you can use Ctrl I on the keyboard to invert this effect from affecting the overall image. So Command I, and that is going to hide the color from affecting the overall image. So after doing that, just come to the brushes and get the brush tool. So get the brush tool, and for your settings, make sure the hardness is set to 0. Soft round brush is selected. Then make sure the blend is set to, or the mode is set to normal. opacity at 100%, flow at 100%. So we just want to make sure that this brush is set to white. So make sure you come to these tiny color swatches right here, and make sure you click on these tiny black and white swatches to reset this to black and white if you have any different color from black and white, or you can as well press D on the keyboard to reset these colors to the default, which is black and white. So after that, make sure that white is the foreground color. Like I said, white is going to be revealing and black is going to be hiding. So by using a white brush, we want to paint on this selected black mask and only paint on the skin to reveal the color that was hidden behind the black layer mask. So you're just going to start brushing on the skin. So by the way, you can increase or reduce on the size of the brush by using the square bracket keys on the keyboard. So I'll start with this very area and brush over that area, and you can see by simply brushing there, we have gotten rid of those yellow tones in that given area. So I'll increase on the size depending on the area I'm trying to brush on. So you can see by just painting on those tiny areas, we have gotten rid of that yellow tone in or beneath the eyes or on the cheeks. So paint like that, and you can see how beautiful. So we are now trying to reveal the color that was hidden behind this black layer mask. So just take your time with the painting process, and by the way, keep away from the eyebrows or even the hair or even the edges of your subject, because at the end of the day you don't want to distort the makeup that was applied. So keep away from certain areas. And by the way, in case you paint extras, I'll be sharing a technique that you can use to erase those extras. So I'm just going to paint quickly like that. And by the way, in case you're finding value from this very video, simply don't forget to like the video. So you can see the face has been painted well, and now we have a very nice and uniform skin color or skin tone for our subject. So we're going to come to the lower part of the body because we want a uniform skin color or skin tone for the rest of the skin. So I'll paint on the shoulders like that, on the collarbone, and you can see right now I've been able to paint majority of the areas that have skin color or skin tone. So in order to have this to look okay or beautiful and natural, you can first of all change the color in case you're not comfortable by double clicking on this color layer, and you can adjust it to your taste or to your liking. So you can even go in for a less saturated color of the skin. So just click OK. Then you can come to the opacity in case it's looking too much. Click on opacity and reduce on the opacity to your taste or to your liking. So I'll go with about 79 because the effect I have to use for this case has to be a little bit intense because of this very area that had, or that initially had, this yellow makeup that was applied. So I've used a higher opacity value. So in case you want to correct the colors to look natural and realistic, you can come and create another adjustment layer, which is the hue and saturation adjustment layer, and you target the reds. So in case the skin is looking too orange or too greenish, you can correct that under reds. Then come to the lightness, and you can take down the lightness like that, and that is going to help you reduce on the amount of reds in the skin tone. You can as well come and reduce on the saturation to around -3, and you can control the reds and the greens in the skin by using or adjusting the hue slider. So after that, you can even intensify on the contrast in the image by coming and creating a black and white adjustment layer. Then you can simply come to the blend mode and change it to multiply, and simply come the opacity and reduce on the opacity just like that. And by just doing these simple 3 steps, we have been able to get the image from looking like this to looking like this. You can see how we have been able to match and create even skin color or even skin tones, and you have been able to match skin tones all over this very image. And by the way, I forgot to show you how you can correct any mistake in case you painted extras. You can come back to this layer mask, then simply switch the brush back to black, and you can use a black brush to paint on areas that you did not want to or you did not intend to paint in the first place, to rub away the colors that you painted. Then to paint back colors in areas you missed, simply paint using a white brush and you can paint colors in those areas. So this is it for this video. I hope you have been able to understand every step that we undertook regarding this very tutorial. Ronnix from ronnixphotography. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in yet more videos on this channel. Don't forget to keep practicing and as well keep creating.